Okay, it's January the 9th. Welcome to Toronto. I'm just out for a bike ride. It's like the spring today. It's about 1 degree, 2 degrees. So it's quite lovely compared to the sub-zero temperatures it has been. It's January the 9th and a lot has been happening in the world, and I was watching a lot of what's been happening on the last 2 or 3 days on social media and down in the States with our friends down there. And you know what? There's some shadows of what I experienced when I was a youth back in the UK during Thatcher's Britain. And I think what we found is that, you know, there's massive amounts of very lost people. They found some kind of notional leader, and that leader has really pumped up the idea of their independence, and then, you know, asked them to like stand up to the cause. But what's been really amazing about this is that people behind the radicalization, there's been a lot of organization by pro-gun groups, and I've been tracking that as a signal for a number of clients. There's a lot of pro-gun groups, a lot of guns being sold, a lot of radical ideas being pushed out there. It's really interesting. In the 1980s, this happened to a lot of my friends in the southwest of England. It was a predominantly white part of England. My father used to take me to a lot of the big cities to really help me understand that the world was bigger, there was more people in it, and that equality was really important. But down in the southwest, a lot of people were staying there. And during Thatcher's Britain, the National Front, which is a far right-wing neo-Nazi skinhead group, was there and radicalized a number of my friends. I went completely the opposite direction. I was a skateboarder. I was in a punk rock band. I actually joined the anti-Nazi league, so I was very sort of vehemently opposite to them, and we sort of coexisted, and I had a lot of conversations with them trying to turn them back onto you know, sensibilities, and eventually they did. And I think that what we've got right now is an opportunity to be hugely compassionate to these people down in the States that have kind of lost their way. There's a lot of trauma that's come through multiple generations, epigenetically, from the wars and from a lot of struggles in poverty. So we have to be kind, and we have to meet with these people halfway. Sure, there's radicalized people, and if people step out of line, there's going to be action taken, and we're going to see that happen. We're going to see something that I predicted during my social media sort of predictions for 2021, which is these platforms are going to become even more divided, and that's exactly what's going to happen with the president. A number of his followers are being pushed out of platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Is this going to be a good thing? I don't think so. How are we going to control these niche platforms? I think that we have to watch a lot of different things happening. I think following this, I think there's going to be a lot of conversations with people like the National Rifle Association, a lot of these groups. There's going to have to be compassion. I really like Biden. I really like Kamala Harris, I should say, and I really like what's going down there. Meanwhile, I'm up here in Canada. I'm Canadian and I'm British now, and what we're seeing is you know, pockets of sort of radical thinking and people wanting to push bad ideas out there. But mostly, you know, we try and become compassionate, and we try and give people the right to speak, but also the right to debate, and we also listen and really try to intervene. So I'm hoping that Canada remains good. The UK, I think the UK is gonna it's on a slippery slope right now. My friend sent me a news article saying that they want more channels like Fox News and whatever on their own TV. I think that it's very dangerous. I mean, what we saw in the 80s was you know, rioting and fighting in the streets, you know, racism and a lot of very, very tough times, and it wasn't good for anyone. So anyway, this is a message that I love you all. If you've got some radical points of view, you want to talk to me, reach out. Let's get into it. But really, I'm going to tell you that, you know, following a trajectory based on hate, on selfishness, on ego is not going to serve you or anyone in the world well. And the children that are coming next, they need role models, and the role models are not the people that caused all of this violence and continue to cause violence in the world. So big love, take care out there, and let's keep talking about it.